to make this Kandarian Dagger on this episode of He's Crafty.
He's Crafty.
I want to start out by giving a shout out to Backyard Zombie Productions and Brett's Groovy Chainsaws. Their channel links are below. Check out their Kandarian Dagger builds too. I ordered this skeleton kit off of Amazon for some of the bones. I'm going to use this broken chair leg for the handle. Scooped up some fake teeth as well. I also have some real bones from chicken wings and some foam clay to sculpt the handle. Let's start by attaching this random hunk of wood on top of the chair leg with some Gorilla Tape. Then in the bottom, I'm going to drill this hole, add some spray foam, and secure this dowel rod. Now we can start sculpting. Here's the skull from the skeleton kit. We don't need this. Get this out of here. Alright, so I'm going to glue the jaw open in the position that I'd like this. Some other random parts that we can take. I'm going to take this rib cage, cut it off there with the Dremel. I'll also cut out a section of the skull with the Dremel so we can attach it to that hunk of wood with some hot glue. Alright, time to start sculpting the handle with the foam clay. I'm going to add it to all around the base and around the top and surround the skull here. Looking like so. So this is going to have to dry overnight. And it becomes nice and smooth like this. Unfortunately, this section doesn't look big enough for the rib cage to go on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend that hunk of wood with another hunk of wood to give us enough room to fit the rib cage on the top and a little bit of the rib cage on the bottom of the skull. Went back over everything with some of this black foam clay because I ran out of white. Time to get some bones. I also ordered these bones off of Etsy. Gonna start with the bone in the middle and the two off to the side of it. Then I just keep adding on parts. Feet, other bones, and to bust out the Milliput 2-part epoxy. Also, I highly recommend these teeth for any projects. You can get them on Amazon. So Milliput, you just mix the two parts together. And then I'm gonna fill in between all the bones like this. Just kind of push it down in there. Next I use this monster skin texture pad. Press it on to the Milliput before it dries to give it a nice little texture. And then we just keep filling it in between the bones till eventually the entire handle will be covered. So for the spine, I dropped it in boiling water and bent it around the top of the handle so it fit properly. I also sanded down this side with the Dremel so it could go flush against the handle, like so. Then I just hot glued it into place on top of the Milliput and then added some Milliput around it. So this is what we're looking like up to this point. So I'm going to take these two longer bones that are down by the handle and I'm going to mark the spot for them. These are the last things I'm going to add onto this thing. So I mark off the spot like that. I'm going to add in some of the bones like the hands and the feet directly into the Milliput before it dries. Then I took this raw umber color and I brushed it on top of those, like the feet and the hands, and then just dabbed it off with a shop towel to stain those bones. This raw umber will be the color I'll paint the entire handle. I also did it to the skull and the spine along the back. I clipped out a couple smaller pieces from one of the rib cages to put underneath the skull here. I just hot glued it into place, and then this is going to be the rib cage for the top. So once I got it in its spot, I hot glue that into place, and then I cover all the edges in Milliput. Give them a dab with the monster skin texture pad. I'm going to hot glue some of the teeth on there and then surround those in Milliput. Let all this dry and then we're going to paint it. I've also stained the top of the rib cage and the teeth, and then I'll stain this bottom part of the rib cage now. Shout out to my friend Drew who 3D printed me the blade. I tried to make it myself, but it looked like absolute shit. The only problem was it wasn't long enough. I didn't want to bother him to make another one, so I'm just going to extend it by making a mold of the top and then pouring some casting resin to extend this thing. Alright, so I put the mold maker on both sides, and then once it dried, I wiggled that sucker out of there. I use some of the foam clay around the seams just to make sure that when I pour the casting resin, it doesn't all just dump out. So once that's set, go ahead and mix up my resin, and I pour it in there. And then we just wait till this dries and hope to God it looks good. This hardens pretty quick, so after about 10 minutes, go ahead and pull it out of the mold, and it looks good to me. Gonna have to attach it to the top here. So I'm gonna take my Dremel, I'm gonna saw off the top of the 3D printed one. Then saw off the top of the resin one as well. Then I hot glued the pieces together and used more of the milliput at the seam. Once all that was dry, I went ahead and I used some Mod Podge and some shop towels. Covered this thing in Mod Podge first and then shop towels to make it all solid like one piece. Once that dried, I cut off the large dowel rod. I got a smaller one, drilled a hole in the top of the blade, and then a hole in the bottom of the handle. Then I hot glued the smaller dowel rod in there, and then attached it to the handle as well. Then I went over the top with some spray foam to secure it. After about 10 minutes, I patted that down and sculpted it, and then repeated the process on the other side. For the spray foam part, I went back to the umber color. For the blade, I painted it a base color of black. Once it was dry, it was time to paint it. I used a mixture of this copper metallic, a rust color, and this patina blue. I just started to dry brush all the colors and mix them all together on the blade. Once I got it to a color I liked, I covered the entire thing in this polyacrylic clear coat. Now it's time to attach the two large bones by the handle. Drilled a small hole through both and then attached it with a screw. But of course, they broke, you son of a... I just filled them both back in with the milliput and stained up the one. And on the other one, I ended up painting it this bone color. Waiting for that to dry, and then dry brushing and staining it up as well. Once I was done getting it to a good enough color, I went over the top with the polyacrylic as well. There you go. You could barely tell they broke. And there it is. Our homemade Kandarian Dagger. Big shout out to my friends Backyard Zombie and Brett's Groovy Chainsaws again for having some awesome videos that inspired this build. I'll drop the links to their channels below. And with that, this project is done.
Peace, family.